everybody, today we'll be making no cheese pesto. So last time I posted the recipe of pesto, I got a lot of questions asking can we make it without cheese. That is a vegan version of the pesto I made, and the answer is yes, and today we'll go over the recipe. So for making our no cheese pesto, we need basil as we need for our cheese pesto. So you can add some curly leaf parsley. Today I'm out of curly leaf parsley, so about a cup of basil. And as before, we need pine nuts, 60 grams or maybe slightly less, and 10-15 grams of walnuts, and a clove of garlic. And if you want to add some heat, then you can actually add a green chili. Deseed the green chili, because if you just grind the green chili, it may become very hot. And salt, pepper, and lemon juice for flavoring, lots of olive oil. And now comes the main ingredient, which is a red pepper. So this will act as substitute for cheese, and I'll show you how to use the red pepper in your pesto. Okay. So now we are not going to add the pepper as it is, so what we have to do is we have to roast it. So the idea behind roasting the pepper is it actually brings out the flavor and adds a bit of sweetness and smoky flavor to your pesto. So just take a baking tray or baking sheet and line it with some foil and take the pepper. And if you have a broiler, turn your broiler on and keep it at high temperature. Keep it in the broiler for 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Check it again and just turn it around with tongs and do it for 8 to 10 minutes. Roast the pepper for 8 to 10 minutes until all of its skin is charred. I'll show you how it looks like. Our sweet pepper is out of the broiler. It was there for a good 10-15 minutes, and I did turn it around a couple of times, and this is how it looks like. So what we have to do quickly is take a bowl and quickly transfer the hot burning bell pepper into the bowl and cover it, maybe with a plate or cling film or something, and let it sit there for 10-15 minutes. Let it cool down and get steamed, and then we will just take the skin off. I think our sweet pepper has cooled down. Let's take it out and de-skin it. Our sweet pepper is out and we are taking the skin off. We have our pepper all cleaned up and we can cut it. And our next step is that we have to roast the nuts, pine nuts and walnuts. So we'll dry roast the nuts and in between give them a shake. Okay, so the nuts are almost ready. See, they are turning brown, especially the pine nuts. We will let them cool completely before we use them in our pesto, because if you use them as it is in the pesto, then what you get is a gloopy nut butter like paste, which is not what we want. So now we have the basil and our green chili and garlic in here and cool down nuts, and let's add the peppers also. So I have saved some of the nuts because I don't want to use all of them in the paste. I'll use some of them in the garnish. So I put some more here, and this much I will just save for garnish later on. So let's give them a whirl in the food processor, and you keep the pesto pretty chunky. You don't have to make it into a very fine paste. Let's check. So this is how it looks like right now. Okay, maybe one more quick mix. And now we will start adding the oil, and The way to add the oil is that you just add it in a stream gradually. If you have a food processor with a feeder, you can do that. So it's coming together. Let's add some more oil and then we are done. Gradually. So this is our chunky vegan pesto with lots of olive oil, nice pine nuts and walnuts, salt, black pepper, the lemon juice, lime juice. Okay, so our pesto is now ready, flavored with salt, pepper and lime juice. It has a very good olive oil and sweet peppers, basil, garlic. All these flavors will come together if you just leave it in the refrigerator for half an hour. And if you are storing it either on your counter or in your refrigerator for long, before you actually use it, just use a plastic wrap or cling wrap and wrap it very close to the surface so that it doesn't get oxidized. You can use it as a pasta sauce, or you can have it with your bread or crackers or other snacks. Hope you like the recipe.